Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading Scaramouche Tsundere by me. So let's get into it. The pitch black of your dreams feels like suffocating without air. A violent maze of twists and turns, leaving you drowning in the scorching sensation of gasping for oxygen that isn't there. Sounds cloaks your slumber, unnatural, a mist that blocks any hope of finding the light at the end of this dark tunnel. But then, a voice distorted by the echo called out your name. His voice, the whisper of a slightly hoarse voice, feels like rain in the winds of a coming storm. You collide into something soft, yet firm. When you try to move, feeling a steady arms encircle you, he is your golden rat, leading you out of the labyrinth. You're burning up, he says, and you can tell there is concern in his voice and some other emotion that you truly do not have the energy of trying to figure out yet. As you gasp for breath, you open your eyes, seeing the various shades of blue flooding your vision. His vibrant violet orbs are unmistakable, even in your dizzy state. Scaramouche reaches to brush away the sweat-soaked strands of hair that cling to your face. Kunny, you rasp out, coughing after. The man beside you quickly brings a glass of water to your lips. You hadn't realized how parched your throat was until now. That you're drinking the water. What happened? You croak weakly after drinking the contents of the glass. What happened is that you're not taking good care of yourself. He grumbles angrily, feeling frustrated, because right now, you could have died, and there was nothing in the world you could have done to stop it. You have a fever, Ryan, and a really high one, and you don't care? While he soaks a towel in water, you take a moment to survey the room. It's different from what you remember earlier. The desk that was full of scattered papers and takeaway food packaging is nowhere to be seen. Instead, soft blankets enfold you. The plushness of your shared bed's mattress felt soothing against your aching body that needed every little bit of that comfort. You lean back on the propped up pillows and focus on your partner. Scaramouche. He's magical, and he's everything you've ever wanted. You've always loved how he looks under the moon and stars. And right now, with the window open, the moonlight streaming in, he looks like as if he came out of a fairy tale. His smooth hair that looked like midnight sky frames his flawless features. He was a beauty like no other. His eyes, sometimes scalding and chilling at the same time, only look softened when they look at you, even though they're pretty serious. You know what he's worrying about, and honestly, you wish you could tell him that everything will be fine, but you know very well that it won't be. His lips, the lips that you love to kiss, and have known every inch of, only seem 10 times as beautiful right now, when you wish you could get your hands on him. But if you were to honestly speak on your situation, you didn't really look that good. If anything, you looked like an absolute mess. And right now, looking at them, those lips are trying their best not to reveal the secrets of a heart that he often conceals. Now, they only form a worried pout, as if by pursing them, your beloved wanderer could build eternal walls to keep the glassiness in his eyes at bay, to let you not feel the way he's worried, the way he's very scared, to the core. I feel kind of dizzy, but don't worry. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not the first person to get a fever, you say. letting yourself fall into the cloud-like featherness of the bed. What the hell are you saying, Guyan? He snaps. I'm looking at you with much more seriousness than before. And you're taken aback by the sudden change in his tone. You were trying to reassure him and be truthful at the same time. But perhaps you had said something wrong. Not that big of a deal. He rings up a towel on his hands with such force that his knuckles even turn white. You were choking in your sleep. What could I have done to save you from that? And the way he says it, the way his voice cracks, you can tell he's hurt, that he's terrified. And for you, Scaramouche's words mark that moment that the wall he's trying to build collapses and falls, and the two of you can see through one another very clearly. The contained sob in his speech is clear as day. Even now, as he's trying to remain composed, you can see the deepest terrors of his heart exposed right in front of you. It's like he was terrified of those dark shadows of the night, grabbing you, hurting you, taking you away from him forever. And the worst part, he's right. You haven't been taking care of yourself lately. Long nights melded into sleepy dawns, with nothing but an urgent drink to sustain you, and evenings spent in the clustered and noisy space of your head, where decisions bounce from one side of your mind to the other, and Scaramouche reluctantly spending his nights alone. And before you could feel himself sobbing, he shakes his head, takes a deep breath, and marches over to you, gently taking your hands in his and trying his best to look calm. I don't care what you're doing to yourself, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I will make sure you get okay. And not you, or your illness, or the entire world can stop me. And he kisses your palms, looking at you with such love and determination that it almost makes it seem like you have no other option but to get better, so that two of you will have your love continuing to bloom. And honestly, with the way he loves you so much, and continues to take care of you in ways you never even thought were possible, you feel like that's the truth. There was simply no other option, not when he was so invested in keeping you well and safe. And right now that he's paying close attention to you, he will not allow a repeat of this. You will have to take care of yourself now, and Scaramouche was personally going to make sure that it happens every single day.